I don't even know if I need surgery. I don't know if I can avoid it or not.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Still rolling?
I don't know. I've never been this injured.
Yeah. Yeah, that tear. No running?
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, good.
Most is like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wear a brace, tying it up,
You feel good?
and I'm able to just like box. I can't run, so I have to rely on Alex Pereira shit. You know, he can move. That's what I've been doing. Having fun on Thursdays and just trying to stay off of it all week.
Well, with the sparring, you're still you can still spar a little bit. No kicks though.
Kicks, checks. Just have some fun.
So you guys see me kick everybody else's butt. Now you're gonna see my boy kick my butt. This is Alex Avalos. He's trains out of Dethrone, a brown belt, pro fighter. So just got out of church this morning, and now it's time to get a good workout.
Nice. Straight left hook.
Sorry.
Knocked me out. Break. Water break. I teach 2 classes.
The jiu-jitsu.
The kids jiu-jitsu class, and I do the strength and conditioning class for the fighters.
Nice. What time and days are the kids jiu-jitsu?
Kids jiu-jitsu claess.
You guys got a lot of people.
4:30 and 5:30 strength and conditioning. So I'm back to back.
Most of them stay for both? Or no, they're out, and then you go have the next class.
Some kids stay if their parents decide to stay for the fundamental jiu-jitsu class. They'll stay with me. They'll leave their kids with me. And I just tell them there's no playing. There's no babysitting here.
Why jiu-jitsu over like baseball, basketball, soccer?
Why jiu-jitsu? Because their parents say that some of them are like, they lack confidence. They lack confidence. They lack like trusting themselves.
But wouldn't basketball, baseball, and that offer that confidence for them to learn it?
Yeah, I mean, but
Not the
nothing
same
like
as
fighting does. Yeah,
someone your
nothing like
size,
fighting
your
does.
age, that humbles you.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, one of them, the kids is just too nice. He's like, aren't you gonna baby me? Like, it's like mom's like,
Not
no,
today.
I don't baby them. They
Pick
cry.
the wrong hour for that
There's
one.
some nice coaches that let them cry. I don't go pick up the kid and be like, oh, you're okay. I really don't. I'm the tough one, you know.
Yeah.
Let the girl do that. That's why she's here. She's a nurturer. She goes over there and all, you know. But for the most part, I gotta keep it solid for these kids. Right?
Yeah.
You ready? All right. One more on this, and then we'll switch it up. 1, 2, 1, 2. Bah.
A lot of people come to the gym to fight their anger or to get rid of it.
To fight their anger, to get rid of it. I think he said to fight the anger of others. Comes here to find the balance, but to fight the anger of others that don't work on themselves.
Yeah.
That haven't got the humble pie yet, that tend to mess with you all week.
So when they mess with you and you already got through MMA training, you won't let it get under your skin? You won't let it bother you?
You don't let it bother you because you have no reason.
But you gave that energy up already?
You don't even have nothing to prove to them.
Got it. Because you already proved it to yourself.
Yeah, you got a humble pie here. But like within these closed walls.
I like that.
I like that.
Thought about this wrong. How can I interview him in between rounds? You're not letting me breathe. So Alex, if a parent comes to you, my kid's not getting that confidence, I mean, no disrespect, obviously from the parent.
Yeah.
Not from basketball, soccer. When they come into the throne, is it boxing, kickboxing, or jiu-jitsu? That's a tough one, because you do all of them.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Hopefully he keeps thinking so I get a time to breathe.
That's a tough one. That really is a tough one. I don't know. I love all of them.
All of them?
Coaches are great too, and they're just as strict. There's none of them that really babies in.
So it's just martial arts?
Yeah, it's just martial arts in general.
But those are the top 3, obviously, right? Because you got guys that do this, and then for some reason he doesn't even hit them, and they go down, and they're teaching that. That's not real.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Jiu-Jitsu.
Muay Thai, wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Jiu-Jitsu. I would say put them in the stand-up first, because the fight starts standing.
Got it, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that's the hardest to get comfortable with. I mean, unless you're an adult who's never done Jiu-Jitsu, then you get claustrophobic.
Yeah, yeah, that happened this weekend. My brother told me some guy got claustrophobic on him because of the heat and just the heat of the pressure.
You start hearing voices.
Yeah, and he was like, my bad, I don't mean to take you out in a bad position, but I was getting claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, that's a different type of like fight you have to go through in a fight.
Yeah. And it's only in your own head.
Yeah, and it's only in your own head. Ain't nobody doing nothing but pressuring you. There's no submission there. Nice one too. Again. Yeah. Okay. Got me with sweat in my eyes too. Yeah. Grinding. Oh. You got 35 seconds.
Yeah, he's definitely giving me a minute.
This time, we like sparring. Like old days. Just dish the kicks and then Bro, that's how hard I was hitting on my last fight.
That was against long hair.
Well, both the fight camps, I didn't get any new gloves, so I used them back to back. Like 6 months, basically.
How'd you feel in those two back-to-back training camps?
It was a lot. It was a lot. You know how they say you got to build up the new logs and put them on fire?
Yeah.
I felt like I needed it after that second fight. I was like, I need to take a break. Get back to living normal a little bit and get back to it.
135 you guys are definitely top 10. All three of you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Both of us was.
Yeah. Man, yeah, you had two back-to-back wars. I was there for both of them.
Yeah, my shins were banged up and everything. It was great.
Yep.
And I was like, I'll be back in another 3 months, right after on this fight card.
Yeah.
And she just went sideways. And who knows if I'd ever be back, right?
Now you're being tested somewhere else.
I'm being tested somewhere else, bro. Yeah, and it's been a depressional roller coaster ride. You know? It's been a depressional roller coaster ride. Along the way, I did meet like a very good woman, and she's been helping me out with that. She's been keeping me a little light in this darkness, you know?
Stillmatic has a girlfriend?
I would say so.
Oh, nice.
I would say so.
Definitely public now.
I mean, I don't see no other girl treating me right like that, so I might as well lean that direction, right? Why shy away from it?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I'm mic'd up. Took some from me. Copy breathing. Trying to catch my breath.
Yeah.
Through my whole
It
fucking
allows me to come back in quick enough. Since I'm short.
You wouldn't want to use that on would be the taller dudes.
Yeah.
The older
Up knee,
fellas.
up knee.
The ones that are doing those all the time.
Yeah.
Use it every once in a while. Have like 2 per round or so.
So what's the best type of conditioning for somebody to get into a
Conditioning
fight?
for somebody?
Yeah.
This.
Somebody get into a fight.
This, what we're doing right now. Ain't nothing like this. The pad work is cool and everything, but ain't nothing like doing the real deal. Like what you're going out there to do.
Can you do a week, like going hard to get ready, like a simulation, that you can make it into the fight 100%? So how does that go?
Well, you gotta have good training partners. Like, you know, like me, I'm not trying to hurt you, right? We are hitting each other, but we're not trying to hurt each other, right? It depends on somebody like that. Because if you got like some thugster who ego has not been broken or hasn't had any fights, he has something to prove. You know, there's no taking it easy on that guy. He's gonna hurt you if you touch him.
Is that so every day like that? Because if you do that every day, then you go into a fight, that guy is trying to hurt you.
Yeah, that guy is trying to hurt you.
So is that like 2 times out of the week, 1 time out of the week, you and your training partners have a understanding today is the day that we go 100%?
Definitely having great coaches around to tone it down is good. If you guys are just doing it, say like us with nobody around, and we were enemies and shit, like it would, yeah, we would be in trouble. We would hurt each other.
Yeah.
I mean, those rounds happen regardless, you know? You hit somebody hard, they hit you hard, it's fine, but when it starts getting brawly and untechnical, that's not good for the fight. All right, bring it back to center and bring it back to what you guys were doing at the beginning. Technical sparring. Ugh. Finish it up with some noodles. Yeah, come around with this. Body couldn't move. Come on, who said he couldn't move? Nice noodles. Oh, that's nice. Here's some floor rolls.
Some what?
Some floor rolls.
Uh-oh.
Let's go ahead and
The knee's feeling good.
I'm not doing anything crazy.
Okay. I'll call you.
crossing my fingers, nothing else happens.
Yeah. Is that considered flow state, what we did?
Yeah. When you're losing, you're losing. You know, you let it go.
So what's the definition of flow?
Definition of flow is basically not muscling and holding on forever. Basically, letting your partner work, staying moving. Pin him if you can.
Yeah.
But don't like overdo yourself and hold it forever.
Yeah.
Let him pumble. You know, if he's still reaching for an underhook and he almost got it, let it go. You know, see what he does with it. Try to counter.
You wrestled?
Like a chess match in a way.
You wrestled at high school?
Yeah.
And you're brown belt? If a boxer, let's say a pro boxer, is getting ready for an MMA fight and he had to choose only one, 3 months of wrestling practice or 3 months of jiu-jitsu practice?
A wrestling practice or jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, which one?
Wrestling.
Yeah. You keep it on the feet?
Wrestling because it's more conditional based as well.
Squared off, square base.
Yeah. You want to put your opponent on their back. Like Michael Chandler, he puts them on their back, they don't get back up, he just wins there, right?
Yeah.
You see Khabib, sometimes he don't run for a submission, he just Dagestani handcuffs and beats you up until you give him the back maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a white belt on my first MMA fight in jiu-jitsu. Me taking them down is one thing, but like when I was on side control my first MMA amateur fight, I would jump to the triangle and pull them on me. But I wouldn't get it, and I would lose the position. So then I realized, okay, jiu-jitsu is, I need more jiu-jitsu to control them on the ground.
But what is position? In wrestling, they show you what position is.
Yes,
that means
right.
on top, right?
But only, yes, you want to put them on their back. But the opponent in wrestling doesn't want to be here and they're trying to get up.
That's the mistake.
But in jiu-jitsu, they're comfortable here. So if a wrestler is on top of this guy who's comfortable in jiu-jitsu, the wrestler must learn jiu-jitsu in order to shut their jiu-jitsu down. Because if not, that's how a lot of the wrestlers get caught in the arm bars and triangles.
How to get up.
Yes.
If I was sitting down and you were in the guard like that, kept my guard closed, I'm losing the fight.
Yeah.
Losing the fight. But if I had turned to my side and done this little scissor action here, and got my knee shielded, I'd be able to use that to keep you away.
So this is jiu-jitsu also though.
This is jiu-jitsu.
The bottom guy is jiu-jitsu
You
still.
can't hit me in the face.
No? But how do you get up? Is that wrestling from here?
I can post on the head, on the shoulder, and kind of like I'm stirring a witch pop.
Yeah.
Big old witch pop.
Yeah, look, I'm putting all my pressure in on you.
Hold your weight. It helps me out. Combo. And then I bring this knee shield back. Take my tip. I tip the tip on. Take my tips here on those. Into your hip. That's what you're going to do. If you stay up still, as hard as we're trying, stay up. I'm taking my feet. I'm here. Almost here or here. In the cases, now I get to my knee. I need your pressure, right? Yeah. I tip it up. I'm up. You're still not trying to get in the face. You can't reach it. If you want to take the same thing, like off the
that either. When you're on my back and you had the over-under, and you try to flip. Yeah.
We were just learning that.
I tried too, and it doesn't. Maybe if you're dry.
Just get a little angle like this.
Like a spiral.
Yeah,
like a spiral.
I was still hip to hip when I tried to hit it.
Yeah.
That's what I did when you drop my shoulder in. Push your hand in. When I hit it, your head was still up. I try to do it from the end. So I just do that. I have to use my shoulder here to push your head down.
I would even pinch my elbows in a little bit.
Yeah.
Now go. Yeah, way different.
Oh, you have a sweaty.
Yeah. So how's life without getting a fight camp? Because since you've been going like 4 straight back to back, maybe with a couple weeks in between, how is it now without a fight camp? How's life for you?
It feels so plain, so boring. It's easy to get bored. It's easy to get depressed. It's not good, bro. I used to use that fight camp and trying to stay busy for tournaments and everything to kind of keep me from getting there, keep me from living in reality and doing bad things, you would say. Out and drinking and just doing bad things. This will keep me focused, and now that I don't have that, it's like shit, how can I replace it with still positive habits? I just stay and help.
Yeah.
I help coach Mike's class, and then I still find time to get the sun going down. You get me? Like to enjoy the sun going down. There's so much fight camps. We're in here till like 8:30. By the time we're out, there's no sun. You really enjoy that part of life.
Yeah.
Being able to see the sun go down and just enjoy it.
So like psychologically, if you have a fight coming up, there is no past or future, it's just right now.
Yeah.
I'm living right now. I have something to look forward to. Whatever I do today, in the month or the 2 months before the fight, that's your fight camp. It's more of you're living in the moment, right?
Yeah.
Like
in the moment, that challenge that you set yourself to do last night. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna go do some stadiums or whatever. Your alarm's on. You get there. You don't want to, since when you wake up. Once you're there and you start stretching, and you put your podcast on or music, you know, it's right then and now.
yeah.
It's not about the work you have after. It's like just get through these 3 laps. You know how we do with stadium.
Yeah. 3
fucking laps and go home. You know, like shower and get to work.
Yeah. Like I never really, you're one of the only ones who I really talked to about it. But like now, I have a couple fighters who I interviewed already, and they always talk about I get to tap into that dark side, and then when I'm done with it, I get to go back to the light. Why is there a dark side? Is it like
Because you need the pain to grow. Ice baths, like that type of dark side in the sauna, that type of dark side, that dark area you put yourself in.
yeah.
Keep going, go one more. That type of dark stuff. The stuff you don't want to do, is that what they call dark?
Is it because we're in America and we're spoiled, and we feel like we don't sleep? I personally think we're just so spoiled. We're the fattest country in the world, but we're the most spoiled. We have the most freedom. You get to go out and have a drink if you want, and eat whatever you want, do whatever you want with your body. Is that the reason why we have to go to the dark side, to feel like we earned something that day and we can sleep better at night? I think so. That's why I started
Deprive
fighting.
yourself from your dopamine rushes and stuff that you get.
Yeah, because we all have a baseline. If somebody eats pizza every day, they think they're gonna like it every day, like a teenager. But one day, sooner or later, they're not gonna want the pizza.
Yeah.
And you tell them you still have to eat it. Then they start hating it. So it's only once a week or 3 times a month that you should have pizza.
Yeah, so that means going back to the light is good for, it's a balance, it's to balance it all out.
Yeah.
Like those 2 fight camps that I stayed in the dark, that wasn't good for me. I needed that. I needed an escape for a minute. To the point where my coach Russell, he told me, I don't want to see you at the gym this whole month. Like, take the day off, you're all beat up, you're all bruised up. I don't want to see you at the gym. It took me like 2 weeks and I was back, but he was like, I'm disappointed in you for coming back. He wanted me to stay out in the light. He says that all the best would do it. Nate Diaz, Gilbert Melendez, all those guys, they'll fight and they'll take a break.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I'll come back in just because I don't know what it was. I wanted to be an example to everybody else. You shouldn't take a long break when you're off, when you're done fighting.
Yeah.
It's like take a week off and come back. You know, because I see guys disappear for a whole month and they come back and they're not the same. We help them and they help us when it starts in that fight. So it has to be a balance. Not too long, but not too short. And be there for those who are there for you.
and just leave them in the dust. And then you go and support them to watch them fight, and they get their ass kicked or they lose. You know, or they win, then you're like, oh, I was a part of you. I was a part of your fight camp, but you weren't. You were not even there. I was part of yours, though. You know, so it has to be a balance where you're there for them, they're there for you, vice versa.
So advice to an amateur who loves fighting because they get peace at night. You're still fighting right now. Dude, what would you say, I guess, to fighters or even to yourself? How are you going to do it when you retire?
I talked to Billy Evangelista and George Evangelista, the OG guys, and they told me that they have to come in here because if you don't, like after, you get bitter. You start to get angry. And you start to lash at people who don't deserve it because you don't have that outlet anymore. So they come in here and they box. They come in here and they spar. And I think that's something that's gonna have to go for the rest of your life. Like Coach Rudy, he said, I got your back forever, bro. Like whenever you need pad work and you're old, whatever, I got you as long as I'm alive, you know? I think that's great. That's gonna help me for after I'm done.
When they do come in here, is that an outlet from their body or like their spirit needs it? They need to go into that darkness for the day and get in there, or is it more of a they just have this energy and they need to get it out?
I think they're so used to it. Years after that, when they go back to reality, they get angry that they can't do it anymore. They don't have the time for it, so they drop in and get that itch off their system, that humble pie or whatever you want to call it. And the old man needs it. And he goes back in reality and be social and talk to everybody, not take so serious. Everything and anything, because they get angry, they start to get bitter, like he says, and I can feel that.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm getting angry. Like I need an outlet. I need to do something. It doesn't have to be negative. It can be positive, like staying and just helping everybody.
Yeah.
You can say the asshole and be like, hey, you did that wrong, do it again. But you're actually helping. You know, hey, you did it wrong, do it again. You know, just,
real masculinity.
Yeah. Jump on the positive side instead of going and destroying yourself.
Nice. Yeah. That's good, man. Yeah. The more, for me, okay, here's another question. We all like to go to the dark side when we get ready for a training camp and sometimes even when we fight. Can a fighter be at peace with the dark side and still go in there and compete?
Yeah, I think that if you got peace with the dark side, you're intelligently equipped to fight. Like you're past the emotional part.
Can you give me an example of who that is? Have you seen that like in the UFC? I think I have. I want to see if you can.
No, I wouldn't say Jose Aldo because he had rushed in right and he got knocked out. But like a Sean O'Malley, he's real light on his toes. Don't really fight with emotion. Okay. He's one of those guys. Stephen Boy Thompson, I never seen him angry either.
That's Wonder Boy. You know? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Wonder Boy.
Laughing, hits with a side kick. Like he's just really enjoying the moment.
But in a good spirit too, not even in a cocky way with Wonder Boy. That's the only guy who I know in the UFC who can.
Equipped, right? Like he understands he could do this shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be angry or emotional.
Well, yeah, and to go a little deeper, he's a practicing Christian, and it's like that's so weird. That's so weird. Like there are many Christians who fight in the cage, but this guy definitely brings something like a good spirit. How can you bring a good spirit, happy, just a pure athlete into the cage and only depend on that? That's very at peace with.
Well, the sun, the light can burn too.
Light can burn too.
The light can burn too.
So it's also like, yeah, you're right.
What if he's magnifying all his dark stuff with light? Like I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I'm gonna do this ice bath. Let's say he reads the Bible first or he prays before he goes in there. He magnifies it with some light before he goes into that dark area. Maybe he's praying in it, like that type of light.
Do you pray for victory?
I pray for both of our teams, not for victory. I pray that like you know, there be Goliath. Like, but just make sure we both get out here safe.
But one guy was on the side of God and the other guy wasn't. But what if two people go into the cage, good men on the outside? Do you think it's fair for either one of them to pray for victory in there?
Maybe not for victory.
No.
Just whatever has God has for them, as in like a line for their life, like fate. Whatever God's fate is for you.
Yeah,
maybe he wants to teach you something for this fight camp. Maybe you had fucked up last time. He wants to teach you something.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make sure that he wins because he did everything right, and you lost because you need to learn something in your life.
As long as you perform your best. Yeah, somebody's told me before you should pray for victory, and I say I only perform to perform my best, because I feel like if I do win and I ask for that, I really wasn't trying to compete under God's heaven. I'm trying to use him as in my favor for it. It's like, yeah, that's a weird one. That's weird, but great session today, bro. Thank you so much. Let everybody know where they can find you. Instagram, YouTube. I know you got a YouTube channel.
Alejandro Avalos 135. That's my Instagram. Watch my YouTube channel, Stillmatic TV 91. Got a few episodes there. Tune in. Everything's basically there.
Yeah.
And you can find me right here at Dethrone. I do private lessons that you guys. This helps me eat and get around. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put you on my podcast, bro. We're gonna have some good combos. I appreciate it, man.
Shoot me the topics. Therefore, I come in there with some fire. You know,
some knowledge.
Think about.
Some knowledge.
Questions and maybe we'll just put a fire on podcast.
Thank you, bro.
We got the insight.
Yeah.